Let me get to the second date update. Dear Ryan and Sissany, we met on Bumble and we started texting a lot. So when we finally met face to face, it was almost like we knew each other. It didn't even feel like a first date. I felt myself falling for her. But then I texted her and said I had a great time. She still has not texted me back. It's been over a week. I understand she's not into me, but I need to know what I did wrong. Maybe I can learn from this. That's fair.
This is okay.
I mean, and also it's pretty thick-skinned to want to know what you did wrong and hear from the girl
I would want
what
to
it
know.
is. Really?
Yes. So then you can, if it is something that you could fix or, I don't know, change.
No, see, I would chalk it up to it's not meant to be and not want to know.
Maybe, but maybe there's a tick about you that you don't realize you have. And
Well, you guys would tell me.
would we?
I assume so. Be a great break at 8:50 someday or something. 9:10.
I wasn't saying you. I was saying you rhetorically.
Oh. Well, anyway, I think, Tanya, you, like me, would just say it wasn't meant to be in the stars.
Yeah, I don't, because like what somebody doesn't like about you is their problem.
It's in the eye of thee.
Didn't you contact somebody to find out what went wrong once?
No, I texted him and said, like, I know it didn't work out, but I'm so grateful that you came into my life.
No.
Oh, I think we've asked.
Yeah, we literally called.
Didn't we call a bunch of exes to find out what you did wrong?
What you did wrong. You're like,
No, I said, you guys, excuse me, you said that I gave them the love language quiz, and that's why these guys fled.
no. I'm talking years ago. I'm talking like 4 years ago.
I think Sisney's right.
You asked, we asked them what I did wrong?
Yeah,
We probably talked you into it.
We
called somebody and we're like, what went wrong? And
That seems dark.
Yeah, well, it's the old you. This is the new you. All right. What do you say? What's your power?
Modern woman.
Modern woman.
Yeah.
All right. This was
old school woman.
Yeah. So, Rick, what do you think you did wrong?
I honestly don't know, because everything was going great before then. So I met Julia on Bumble, and we were texting and like hitting it off, and the communication was fantastic. And we were like sending photos, nothing like lewd or crazy or anything, just of where we were during a day, what we were up to. And so we were talking a lot, and then we decided, let's try to go out for a first date. And so we went to a place in Culver City. It's called Spa Show. It's like one of my favorite spots. Absolutely love it. Great food.
Sure.
That's cool
And
name.
so, yeah, right. It's good. And so we went to that place, and the first date was fantastic. Like, if when you like meet somebody for the first time in person, but it feels like you've known each other for like years, like you just have that connection. Like, that's what I had with Julia. It was absolutely amazing. Had a great time at the date. Had a great time talking, and then it ended. And I didn't want to seem like creepy or overbearing or anything like that, so I waited about a day to text her. But then I texted her and I was like, "Hey, had a great time at the date. Would love to see you again. It's cool." And I didn't get a response. I was like, "All right, maybe she didn't see the message." So I sent her another message, and then only a few more, nothing crazy, but just to
a few more.
see if she was interested. Not like just like two more messages. Be like, "Hey, wondering if you got my last message," and then just being like, "Hey, you around?" And that was it. And I didn't go overbearing, but she never responded. She never responded over the course of all of those 3 messages, which seemed weird because we'd been in pretty much constant communication before the date. And so I just want to know, like, what happened? Did I do something wrong? Like, I'm not asking for, like, a second chance even necessarily. I just want to know, why didn't she respond? Like, what went wrong? Because I had, like, such an amazing time with her. It felt like we were really connected.
Well, Rick, I will call her with you on the line, and I think that's brave of you, and I respect it. Legit.
Thank you. No, yeah, no, it's just, you want to know. There's such a deep connection. I want to know what happened.
Wow. Okay, cool. Well, hang on one second. We'll call her next, okay?
Okay.
All right. Faux show on Sepulveda. Did you look it up? Faux show. I want to have the image of the place in my. We'll look it up here and come back. 1 second. Second date update. We're about to call Julia. He thought they had a deep connection. She's blown him off. He doesn't want to ask her out again. He just wants to know what he did wrong. I got to give him credit for that. Hey, Rick, I'm looking at the faux show images on the website. Place looks solid, bro.
It's a really solid spot. Like, when you go, like, I've had amazing experiences with all sorts of people. So, like, this is going to be a great first date.
And faux, whatever you say, is fun.
It's super fun, super cool vibe. And, like, the thing was, when she didn't respond, it was, like, heartbreaking to me because I put, like, my best foot forward and, like, it felt like we had a great connection. So, like, I really don't know what happened. It was an amazing date.
For those who want a late night, faux shows open late. That's what it says.
Yeah. So, it depends on your vibe, but you can have a lot of fun up there.
Looks delicious.
So, Rick, we're going to call Julia now and see what we can find out, okay?
Okay.
So
cool.
be very quiet till we tell her you're on the line.
Okay.
Hi, is Julia there?
Yeah, this is Julia.
Hi, Julia. It is Ryan Seacrest and Sisney calling on the air on 102.7 KISS FM. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm good. How are you?
Well, hydrated, caffeinated. What else did we say?
Pretty epic. Fantastic.
Epic, yeah, we're trying not to say good anymore. We want to have better
okay.
synonyms. You know, how are you? Honorable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sterling today.
Sterling.
Yeah, I'm choice. Anyway,
How are you?
I'm good. What's up?
we're calling you because yes, that's the right question to ask. We're calling you because we have word that you went out with Rick in Santa Monica. Do you know Rick in Santa Monica? Yes?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Good. All right. So normally I'd be calling you to find out if you want to go out with Rick again, but that's not why I'm calling you. I actually have Rick on the phone.
Oh.
Hi,
Oh, boy.
Julia.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. Fine. And now I'm not supposed to say good, right? That was
Oh, you
happening.
can say capital.
I can say good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Okay.
So, Julia, he told us that you guys went out, that you met and you went out, and he thought there was this deep connection, and then he sent you a text like a day later, and you haven't responded, and he doesn't want to ask you out again. He just wants to know what he did wrong.
Oh. Okay. I mean, you're a really nice guy. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm just, okay. So I'm just not, I guess I should have texted back or whatever, but like, I don't know. I'm just not interested. So, okay. When we were out, you kept doing this thing, like you wanted us to take a picture together or whatever. And it was just weird. Like, you wanted to send your friends a picture of us, and like, you were really insistent on it, and take a picture. And I was like, it felt like creepy. I don't know. I just didn't. And then you said, well, if I don't take a picture, you're going to Photoshop us into a picture together. And I was like,
Julia, that was a joke. Like, I'm sorry if that didn't come across, but like, what's wrong with taking a photo? Like, I just wanted to like have the memory and share the memory. Like, it was a cool spot. And like, I'm sorry if the Photoshop thing was like too overbearing, but like I was just joking. Like I wasn't actually gonna do that. Like, I'm not saying I'm not crazy. But like, I just wanted to have a photo of us. You know, like, we've been talking for a while. It's like a cool memory to have.
yeah, it just, I don't know. And then you wanted to sit next to me instead of across from me, and like,
Well, that's kind of cute.
No.
we just
Why not?
You have to sit across to look at each other.
Why?
Otherwise, you're turning your neck. Sorry. Go ahead, Julia.
Well, I just wasn't into it. Like, we just met. So I didn't. It was just awkward. Like, you moved over and you moved in, and then you were
You moved
next
in.
to me, and then you're like,
What did I do? What did I do after?
you then were like, oh, this is weird, and then you moved across, and
I
then
recognized it was weird. Like, I moved across. Like, I didn't want to like make you uncomfortable, and I recognized you weren't into
well,
it.
you already did. It was just, I don't know. Like, I just wasn't into it. I'm just not into it.
Oh, I mean, Julie, I'm sorry. That's a bummer, but I'm just sad because we had a real connection. I felt like we had a real connection, but
Well, we texted. I mean, that was all good. Like, the banter was good. But then, like, when you meet somebody in person, you just don't know what it's going to be like. You don't know, so you meet them. You know, like, you're a hot guy. You're a good-looking guy. Like, I was, like, attracted to your pictures, and, like, we messaged, and it was funny or whatever. But, like, when you meet somebody, it's just different. And then, like, your thing just doesn't vibe with my thing, you know? Like,
okay.
Just wasn't there.
Which is totally fine.
You should have at least texted him back and said you weren't interested, though,
Yeah,
instead of
like,
ghosting
Julia,
him.
She said that. She admitted that.
Yeah, Julie, I'm not bad about missing like another date or something, but not texting me back was the thing that kind of stung because we were communicating so much.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
but,
we
like-
know what she would have said in the text now. So it's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
All right.
Well, Rick, I appreciate the bravery in asking that question and listening to it. And so hopefully it was constructive. And Julia, thanks for being honest.
okay,
Thanks,
yeah,
Julia.
I'm
Thanks.
sorry. Or I should have, yeah.
All right.
Have a good one, Julia. Sorry.
Okay,
Oh.
thanks.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I actually wanted that to keep going.
Me too. That's bad.
She was really honest.
See, that was this weird thing. Now he knows. Maybe I shouldn't be pulling out my phone to take selfies.
That's not weird at all.
Well, clearly it wasn't what she wanted. I think it's when he goes to sit next to her was the bad move for me.
Yeah.
You got to sit across. I can't sit next to someone.
Well, it
and
depends
eat.
on the layout of the restaurant.
No, it doesn't.
Because if it's a better view on one side and you can sit next to each other, then so be it.
Yeah.
I have pre-booked Valentine's Day dinners, and I get to the place and they have the seating next to us. I'm like, no, I can't eat and look at the room and turn and digest. It's like too hard.
All it takes is just a little turn like this.
It's so much easier to look across the table. I think it's so much more romantic to look someone in the eye than look someone to the side.
Well,
but then you can't touch.
Well, to Rick, it was more romantic to sit next to her.
Yeah.
And she didn't like
But
it.
it was just too much. The pictures, the sitting next to.
Sitting next to someone on a date is literally like being Mark Brown and Michelle Tuzzi on the news desk. I mean, that's what it looks like, right? It's like picture ABC7's news desk.
But he respected that from her. He respected that and he moved back. That shouldn't be like a deal breaker.
Well, it is. In that case, it is. And that was a second date update that I thoroughly enjoyed.